Hello everyone, welcome. It's Monday and the weather it's beautiful out there. Um, second week, second week of August. The question is very simple this morning and beginning of the week is why we keep going back. Um, do you know what's really amazing? How many people, what I notice is how many that that do really well, and especially with this journey of being healthy and fit, um, that do really well, but then always end up going back into the old habits or even worse than what they are before. So the question is, why are we going back? Why are we keep going back that way? And it has become a norm to some of us that it's okay for us to go back into the old habits and then trying to change again. There's a couple of reasons why we keep going back, and this is um, the way we program, the way we brought up, the way we attach ourselves into the pain, and it normally it's quite funny because when you first ask the question, what I've always asked this question is, why do you want to change? And then all of a sudden, you come up with all the pain, with all the stuff that you have done that didn't work out for you, in the past. And these are the things that keep us, that keep us coming back, go back into the old habits is the pain, The other thing is because we're doing it for so long, if you are 38 years old, of course that you're probably living that life, and those old habits in 38 years of your life. So, and we expect sometimes that it's just gonna take a week to change those habits and stuff. So, it is not gonna happen just like that. But those are the reason why you keep going back. It's just the way we brought up, and it become a habit to you. One of the things is we're too afraid to change, or even move forwards from where we are to what we want. It is uncomfortable, and some of us, once it's uncomfortable, it's we want to go back into the old habits and go back into the comfortable side rather than doing the uncomfortable things, and that's fear. That's afraid again. Whatever past experience that you've been through in your life, and that's why we keep going back into the comfortable side, and where it's safe, we call it safe, but it is not really safe. One of the thing is, the food, and the minute that we say that we're going to change those food, we get freaked out that we're going to get hungry and we're going to be die from, and those are all the thoughts that's going to go in your head, that you're going to be hungry, you're going to miss this food, and probably you're going to be dying, of doing that. And that's all habits that, that's being imprinted into your head from your past experience. And it's quite amazing because, back then, I always remember this saying that my uncle used to say to me, that you eat, if we go to Abia and he buy a food for us and somebody didn't finish that food, he'll say this things, you're wasting the money. If you're not gonna eat it all, I'm not gonna take you to Abia. And it's one of the things that we're being programmed our kids as well. If you can't eat it all, you can't leave the table. If you're not gonna eat it all, there's a lot of kids out there that stay hungry, and then they become adults. Like, for us, it becomes like, I don't want to waste the food and I have to eat it. And I'm still struggling with that sort of, with that old habits of the mindset that I've got to have to eat it all, otherwise I won't go to Abi, or even otherwise there's a lot of kids out there that's struggling, that's hungry, that die from no food and all sorts, So those are the things that keeps you going back into your old habits. It's comfortable, it's uncomfortable, and sometimes from our past experience, that we don't know how to change, I found a different way that you can change these things. One of the things is it's fear. It's fear of there's so many things. Ashamed, embarrassed. Sometimes we just don't like the change at all. And these are the things that keep us going back into the old habits. So no matter, and these are the things, so no matter how much that you say that you want to change, but it's actually your past experience is already programmed into your mind. So those are the program that's been running your system, and as much as you say you're what is it called? Conscious sayings that I want to change, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but it's not really going to last long until you actually do it over time, over and over and over and over again, and then it becomes programmed to your system, to your mind, and then you become, and if you look at it, people that do 2 years, 1 year of healthy and fit and eating healthy and fit and exercise regularly and look after themselves, it become normal to them, it become natural to them doing it. The people that only do it for 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, you notice that every time they do really, really well, but they always fall back and they always go back into the old habits. People that do really well, that change job regularly to keep themselves happy, they always end up back unhappy because of, they always in a move and looking for these, I don't know, whatever things that they're looking for, and they always end up back into where they were before. So the idea is doing it little simple things, consistency and consistently, and over and over and over again until it becomes natural to you. This is, as an example, your exercise and your food and your mindset, whatever that you do. You do it consistently, and then you become natural to you that this is what I need to do, become a program to you that you have to get up in the morning and you have to do it after work, and you have to prepare your food at this time. And as I say, you're not alone. There's so many people out there that have had past experience from doing these things, and they always going back to where they were before, and no matter how much that you say you're going to change, you always end up back where you were before, as only because you only do it for a short amount of time. And as you say, you think about it, you have been doing it for so long that 30 old years or 20 old years, but you expect that 12 weeks is going to change. It does not work like that. And I can guarantee that it won't work. You're always going to go back. Compared to the person that actually do it for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, so it becomes natural to them that, okay, this is my life, this is my routine, and this is my program that's going to run my life, for the rest of my life in the future. And these things are going to change as well, because they're willing to change for the long term, for the long term result, rather than looking at the short term. Okay, so those are my advice this morning. Is very simple. Why you keep going back? Ask the question. Because you're not doing it for so long. You always want to do challenge. You always want to do this little small result, but then you always go back into the old habits. So the idea is do it consistently over and over and over again, and then it'll become habits to you. And there is no point of changing and changing into different things if you haven't mastered the stuff that you're doing it right now, because you're gonna end up back into where you were before. So that's my whole idea. Okay, have a good one. Happy Monday. Have a good week. Stay warm, drink plenty of water, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye bye. Put your thumbs up as well. If you do like this video and this advice, like to help you guys out as well, more and more. Have a good one. Bye bye.